Welcome to a world of thrills, a world of drama, of capes and tights, a world where death is a revolving door. Welcome to the Geek Matrix.
Welcome, to the Geek Matrix DC Comics Review Show number 181. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joshua.
I will correct you in that I'm Josh. Don't call me Joshua. And yes, 181 is correct.
Thank you. I mean, I think you called me Robert one time, didn't you?
A few.
Yeah. That's my payback, Joshua. You heard his voice already. I've said his name. Josh is with me today. Hello. Welcome.
Howdy, howdy. Glad to be here. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all I was trying to say.
Yeah, Mr. Hankey. All right, so we are here. Oh, excuse me, I should have muted for that. To talk comics, as is always the case. Hope y'all are having a good day. Good week. Some interesting books this week. I gotta say, some fun stuff. Hello, Amber Bustle.
Hello, Amber Bustle.
On Kick.
Oh, hello, Amber Bustle on Kick.
Hello.
How's it going?
Bustle. Okay.
Oh.
I'm about to embarrass myself to the younger generation. That name is Bussin.
That's not bussin', it's bustle.
You're a bus.
You're a bustle. And in any case,
we are also great. At least I can say I'm great. I won't speak for Josh. I don't like to speak for other people. Josh, are you great?
I'm not too bad.
That's good. Ooh, graphic designer. That's a fun fun profession. I was gonna say position, but profession.
It can be.
It can be.
I've
seen
we got some
pretty crazy graphic designs. Yes, we got a lot of books.
The last couple of weeks they took it easy, on us, but this they went right back to normal.
Yep, we got 8 books ahead of us. Just Josh and I taking on the reins this week. Brandon is off on his way back home from his little Christmas vacation. Excuse me. As well as the usual some honorable mentions to talk about. But we got some news to bring up first. It was kind of announced during, what was it, New York Comic Con?
What?
It was New York Comic Con. The thing Brandon shared with us earlier today. He mentioned it when he went to New York Comic Con last year. When he came back, he mentioned this bit because it was talked about during a DC panel, but today it was fully announced. In April, Superman will face the House of Brainiac, which is the first major story as part of the Superman Superstars initiative, which launched just last week with the first Action Comics issue from Jason Aaron and John Timms. But in April, we will have Joshua Williamson writing Action and Superman, as well as art from Rafa Sandoval. And this story will crossover between Superman and Action Comics, where Brainiac is going to unleash his army of Zarnians upon the Earth, starting off in Metropolis, which was teased not too long. I don't remember what planet they attacked, but I remember it was a planet that we knew, and I was really upset that this planet was now dead. And there will also be a tie-in one-shot and crossover from a few other titles, such as Green Lantern and Power Girl. And if you're interested as to what that would mean for Green Lantern, well, the tie-in is in the backup, starting in Green Lantern number 10. It's a 3-part backup story which we were all hoping would happen, and it was teased in the last issue of Green Lantern last week. Guy's bogus Lobo adventure. So there's your tie-in. It's all because of Lobo and the Zardian race. This is Green Lantern Guy Gardner on the hunt to find and arrest Lobo, who's rumored to be competing against some of the toughest wrestlers this universe has to offer. And it is written by Jeremy Adams, of course, with art from the legendary, and I'll say one of the people that made Guy Gardner more famous, Kevin McGuire.
Oh
Coming
yeah,
back
for sure.
to do the art for that 3-part backup is going to be fucking fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Also, Jeremy Adams writing a story which features some of the toughest wrestlers the universe has to offer. I think we're going to see the return of Omega Bam Man. I think
Got
that's
to.
going to be the person Lobo's facing when Guy Gardner shows up.
Yep. Thank
I
you for
think-
the follow, Amber. No, right now we're not looking for any graphical stuff for our stream looks, but thank you for the follow, and yes, we
Yes,
can see
thank
your
you.
messages.
Sorry, I was rambling. I was just talking. I didn't see the messages. My bad. So yeah, we got that to look forward to. I know Brandon and I are interested. It looks I'm apprehensive to say excited, but I've enjoyed the lead up so far, and I do enjoy a good Brainiac story. So we'll see where it goes. Josh, how do you feel about it? I know how you feel about Joshua Williamson on Superman, but how do you feel about this announcement? I imagine you're excited about the Guy Gardner story. You're muted, by the way.
Okay. all of the ideas are good.
Yeah,
Don't have
Amber,
any
you
faith in
can.
the
Our
execution.
our Discord is on. You can get the link to our Discord on our website, and the website will be
all over here
streaming
on
across the
screen
bottom.
here.
Yeah,
you can use the QR code. You can go in manually down
Oh
there at
shit,
the
we have a
bottom.
QR code. I never even realized that.
The geekmatrixpod.com.
I'll try that out.
The geekmatrixpod.com.
QR code. Move back. There we go. I scanned the QR code. So someone scanned the QR code. I scanned it. Yeah, it takes us right to our website.
That's what we were hoping for. Fantastic.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 ba, 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 da, ba, ba, ba. Though I don't know
There we
that
go.
unless
Close
it's is it that icon? No, that's Facebook. Which icon's the Discord one? Wait, Facebook's down there.
It's got all of them. Just join all of them.
Yeah, but I'm clicking the one that's a controller, which I imagine is Discord, but it's taking me to Facebook.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, might want to check that out. Everything else seems to work.
It will.
All right.
You can get on there and sign up through the Discord. If not, we'll fix it. Thanks.
Yes.
All right. So 786 issues. Guy Gardner is coming back, and Joshua Williamson is going to run it. Are we caught up?
Guy Gardner's not being written by Joshua Williamson.
No.
Or was that two separate points?
It was two separate points, but
okay,
I mean, it sours the news all the way around.
I mean, if it means anything, it looks like the Guy Gardner story is pretty much its own thing, and it's only related in Zarnian characters alone.
And who's writing that one?
Jeremy Adams.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Yeah, that Guy Gardner story is going to be fantastic.
Oh yeah, I might completely just skip the first main story.
Just go straight to the backup first. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You have Jeremy Adams writing Guy Gardner fighting Lobo with wrestlers, and Kevin McGuire's drawing the whole thing. I don't fucking blame you.
So you can't go wrong with that. You just can't.
really can't. You really can't. Did you disappear?
No.
Oh, what the fuck? You're just an AI screen now. Like it's just a circle with TGM on
Yes.
it, and every time you talk, it vibrates.
That's all there is now.
You
I have been assimilated into the Geek Matrix.
Oh god damn it. This is like Hal from 2001: A Space Odyssey. I don't like this. Wait, can you just say I'm sorry, Rob, I can't do that.
I'm sorry, Rob. I can't do that.
Oh god, I need to get out of here. Why did I ask that? That was not good.
It was not good.
No, it was really good. Too good. Too fucking good. All right, so that's the news that we have. I've got nothing else.
I don't have much else either, other than the 786 books we've got to cover. Really, not that many. We've done a lot more, but we've got 4 in the main and 4 in the bonus, plus our 3 honorable mentions. Superman Lost number 10, Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong number 4, and Sandman Universe John Constantine Hellblazer Dead in America number 1.
Hell yeah.
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 Hashtag yeah.
Huh?
Hashtag yeah, man. But
Hashtag yeah. Oh, speaking of wrestling, Royal Rumble, you excited?
I am.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'm excited for every Rumble.
And 2 days. It's gonna be fucking good. Big E. Now I'll tell you this right now. This is not announced or anything, but on this week's The Bump, if you know that's the talk show they do every week.
Mm-hmm.
Kofi, Xavier, and Big E will be reunited as the New Day on this week's The Bump.
On this week's what?
The Bump.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so the New Day in its entirety will be there on the talk show, which is really cool to see that Big E is back. Hopefully, and I saw this news on Twitter, but I do hope that if he is going to be the Rumble, they do not announce it during the Bump, because they do make occasional announcements on the Bump to drive interest in the show and get people to watch it.
Yeah, no, leave it a surprise, man.
Yeah, we got to have some kind of surprises. Not necessarily like there's always every Rumble there's like a past wrestler who's not really part of the company anymore, but he shows up in the Rumble. There's always somebody, a legend shows up for a one-off. Those are always a nice surprise, but you got to have some returning surprises too. Those are always the best Rumbles. Yeah, Big E return, that would be fantastic, right when Kofi shows up.
Yep. Especially in the midst of all the New Day problems that they've been having lately.
Yeah, like fuck with the stuff that Xavier was going through with Kaiser the other night. I thought for sure Big E was going to show up.
That would have been something.
Xavier got himself out of the woods there. So
but
yeah. that was accidental. I didn't even realize I was saying that. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good show.
I hope so.
Yeah. Did you see the last Monday?
Mercedes shows up too.
Yeah. I think at the very least Naomi's going to show up because she had her goodbye on TNA last week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What did you just ask me?
Did you see last Monday's Raw?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
What do you think of the last match, the end, with Jinder Mahal and Seth Rollins?
So to sum it up, I fell asleep.
That's fair. That's fair. I was not happy with the end. I figured they would have Seth retain, but they had this whole big build-up. Because I don't know if you know, back I think it was 2017, Jinder had a title match against Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. I think it might have been WWE. And he won. Blew everyone away. No one expected it. It was a big surprise. It went down as one of the biggest moments and the biggest moment in his career so far. But then obviously, like he's got let go and his career wasn't going anywhere, and he got released from WWE. Then he returned, did some NXT stuff, into Sheer, and now he's back in the main roster on Raw. And he got 3 weeks after his return, he's got a fucking title match. And everybody was like, they're not going to do it. At least I was thinking they're not doing this again, are they? Like, that would be fantastic if they did that again. Jinder just gets the title out of nowhere. But what got me, and this is
That
what I
would
didn't like.
piss me off. I can't stand Jinder Mahal.
I
can't. He's
I used to not
so
like Jinder
annoying.
Mahal, but like the past couple of weeks, he was kind of over for me, and he's been getting good reception from a lot of people. Like, there's people all over the internet just like, fuck, I actually like Jinder Mahal. Like,
There's, I'm coming to realize there's just if what you do is show up with a grimace on your face, that instantly makes me not like you.
but he's not just that. Like, that's his personality, yes, but like his mic work is obviously not top tier, but is good. He knows how to stir up trouble. When he did that promo with The Rock, I'll be honest with you, his portion might have been the best part of that entire segment. Because he was able to bring up that classic trope in wrestling of I'm the foreigner, US sucks, blah blah blah, yeller dumbasses, stuff like that. And it was classic trope, but he played it so well. He really did. It was just really dumb that The Rock was the one to come out and do that. But besides the point,
but he's the people's champ. He's got to come out and defend the people.
I'd rather Stone Cold do it.
I'd rather neither one did.
Why? Not even Stone Cold? Why not Stone Cold?
I was never really a Stone Cold fan.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Damn, I love Stone Cold.
No, everybody loved Stone Cold. He was just really never much of anything to me. He was an average wrestler. Nothing like bad about his wrestling, but just he was like an average wrestler, and he drank beer, and that was it.
Well, he was also like in your face. He was the star of the Attitude Era when they needed an Attitude star.
I mean, yeah, okay. At the exact same time, I liked everybody else, more than him. That was going on at that time, and I understand what he did for the company.
Even the Blue Meanie.
Well, I mean, who doesn't like the Blue Meanie?
Yeah. I never got to see the Blue Meanie, but he always seemed like a jobber to me.
Yeah. I mean, a guy named the Blue Meanie ain't going to be a world champion.
Yeah.
But true. I mean, the Attitude Era was great. There were just a lot better talent out there, as far as I was concerned. As far as what I thought was entertaining to me, it was not Stone Cold versus McMahon over and 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 over. It really, really, really got old, man.
I will say this. I would blame McMahon for that, because this is the same guy. I would watch any McMahon versus Stone Cold match versus Vince and Shane McMahon in a tag team match against Shawn Michaels and God.
What?
Do you remember that? Do you remember that match?
No.
I think it was fucking SummerSlam, where Vince was so up his own ass about shit at that period. I think it was during the Ruthless Aggression era, and he had something going on with Shawn Michaels. So he had a match set up, and I think it was the main event, which was even worse. And this is after Shawn Michaels had done his whole rehab stint, and he came back, and they were doing this whole like born again persona for Shawn. Not that he was like super religious, but the point that like they did show a bit of religious side to him. To like get past all the drugs and whatnot.
Yeah, he is born again or whatever.
Yeah, but so the whole match was Vince and Shane on one corner, and on the other corner was Shawn, and a spotlight was supposed to be God.
What the fuck?
and Vince wrestled God and pinned God. And that was the fucking match. Shane and Sean had some stuff, but Vince wrestled a spotlight, called it God, and said he beat God. Do you see now why I'm happy Vince is gone?
I mean, I'm happy Vince is gone for a whole lot of reasons, but
Yeah.
but yeah, that's fucked up.
It was so stupid.
I
I saw the match years and years and years ago, but I don't really remember every spot about it and how it went. But I do remember thinking this is dumb shit. This is so freaking stupid. Yeah, that fucking happened.
It was fucking unbelievably stupid.
Yeah.
Just about everything he did.
I don't know, not everything. Like
everything that McMahon did.
The whole thing with the corporation, that was interesting.
I mean, in the very beginning.
Yeah. And when it got to the end, we unmasked himself. It was me, Austin. It was me all along. My favorite part of that is JR just going, "Oh, son of a bitch." It's fantastic every time. Right, but this match with Seth and Jinder, Indus was out there running some interference, distracting Seth, helping Jinder here and there, distracting the referee, and being heels, and they were doing it effectively. And then halfway through the match, out walks Damian Priest with the briefcase and just sits at ringside and watches the match and waiting for his moment to strike. And then 5 minutes later, out comes from the audience, no less, Drew McIntyre to take out Damian Priest because like, no, you're not getting your title shot before me, which by the way is a fucking stupid story. You've had a match twice and you've lost. Drew, move the fuck on. But that was all distracting Seth. And while all that was happening, Indus was still doing their stuff. And then while all that was happening, Jinder Mahal hits his finisher on Seth. Not one, not two, but 3 fucking times in a row. And Seth kicked out on every single one. And then he gets a cheap shot on Jinder, gives him the curb stomp. 1, 2, 3, match is done. There was absolutely no reason. I watched the whole thing. There was no fucking reason how Seth could have won that if they're looking at this in a realistic perspective. Seth should have lost that match 4 fucking times. There's no way Jinder should have lost that match if they were playing it that way. If they're going to have Jinder as the winner, run the match differently. Don't have Jinder look super fucking strong the entire time, and then at the very last second, the face gets the win. I don't like that. That's so dumb.
So dumb.
So dumb. It's making me like Seth less.
Well, the thing they and the same can be said about Cody Rhodes too. But anybody that they're trying to put over, they run through the both of them. At least through one or the other. Anybody they're trying to bring up to top mid-tier or top card talent, they're running through Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. And
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it boils down to if you get into a ring with Seth Rollins or Cody Rhodes and they can't make you look stellar, then you're not any good.
Cody can do that though. That's the thing. Cody does a back and forth. He'll take some hits, he'll give some hits, and they'll do a whole back and forth scenario. He'll take a good bump.
Rollins does that too.
But this match really didn't fucking show it. And there was that whole setup with Shinsuke for like 4 or 5 weeks. They were talking about how bad his back is and like could give out any moment, and one wrong hit and his career is over. He won't be able to walk.
That shit
and then he takes 3 bumps on the fucking concrete on his back from a height and just gets up right after, gives the fucking pedigree, and game over. Like what is this? What? I don't I think I'd rather watch Hulk Hogan, and I fucking hate Hulk Hogan.
The whole injured back thing was fucking stupid. It was really stupid. If they weren't going, if you're not going to use that injury to send somebody off camera for a little bit, don't use an injury storyline.
Yeah,
It's dumb. It's just dumb.
exactly. It's not good.
No,
Not
because
smart.
then you're like, oh well, his fucking injury just magically healed. Just magically healed.
Yeah.
There's somebody in the back of the locker room going, oh.
That's what every wrestling company needs is a Mr. Miyagi.
Right?
Yeah. All right. It's 5:43 local time. I think we should get into some comics. What do you think?
I think it's a good idea considering it's 5:43 local time here.
Yeah. Oh, what a coincidence. Same time zone. No way.
No way. All right,
All
so
right.
I've mentioned the honorable mention Superman lost, Godzilla versus Kong versus Justice League. Said that backwards, and Constantine. But you gotta wait till the bonus show to listen to hear about those.
Yep.
And if it seems like I'm speeding through this transition into comics, it's because the first one is Jay Garrick, The Flash #4, brought to you by me, but written by Jeremy Adams, art by Diego Orlotegua,
Tegwai, something like that.
colors by Luis Guerrero, letters from Steve Wands, and the cover by Jorge Corona and Sarah Stern. So Jay and Judy zoom off to Stark Industries and
Wait, what? Star Labs.
Star
Somebody's been
Labs,
reading
not
Iron
Stark
Man.
Industries. Let me start that over. Jay and Judy zoom off to Star Labs to ask questions about Mr. Hughes, aka Dr. Elemental. And talking to Mr. Slate, they find out that Hughes is the reason that Star Labs exists. They teamed up together with Hughes, being a silent partner and left alone to do whatever he wants. Well, what he eventually wanted to do was to make her superhuman. He chooses Jay Garrick, rigs an accident, and makes the Flash. Then, to keep the secret, he kills anyone that finds out. Though he tries other people and it doesn't work. Then he gets approached by a dude named Parsifal that represents a group of foreign governments who say Hughes needs to work for them. Later, Hughes gets a sample of blood from Judy too, like he did with Jay, to keep doing experiments, and he turns her into a speedster too. Come back to the present, and Mr. Slade says that he can give Jay Dr. Elemental's exact coordinates. That's when his secretary comes in and starts shooting at him with her arm that has now become a minigun. Man,
Yeah.
this is fun. It
Yeah.
it works as a really good Jay Garrick story. Got Boom's origin and more added to Jay's, which I thought was kind of cool because he needed more added to that. Other than just have V Water. Everything's kind of science oriented, even if it's not fact based. For example, heavy water will not make you faster, and don't drink it because it will kill you. So there's that. So far, this series has been great. Adams just doesn't know how to let me down. And I really, really enjoyed the art. Although I'm not familiar with the name, I hope to see a lot more from him. I think this is great. I can't say that enough. The issue gets an 8.5 out of 10.
Right on. You pretty much said everything I was going to say. Origin stories all around this issue. Find out Dr. Elemental's origin, the connections it has to Jay's origin. the origin of Boom, like pretty much everybody's origin in this issue. But it was thrilling, it was interesting, and it was exciting. And it's got me wondering where this leads. Do we just have Dr. Elemental in a standoff with Jay, or is just a fun little story, harkening back to Jay's origins and his history, much like we have in Alan Scott, the Green Lantern. Very similar stories there.
Very, yeah.
Yeah, connecting some dots from the past and making new stories out of them. It's always fun.
Gotta love dots.
Exactly. Who doesn't love dots? But no, this issue really good. The story is fantastic. The series is just perfect. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. This issue is really well done.
Right on.
Yeah. All right, now we're going to shine our light over to a story called Shining Light. It is Green Lantern War Journal.
What he did there? See what he did there?
5. It says Shining Light on my phone. This is written by Philip Kennedy Johnson with art from Montos, the Fresh Maker, colors from Adriano Lucas, and Christopher Sotomayor. I've been wanting to make that joke for 4 fucking months, and I've never found the perfect time.
Right now was it, man.
But I also I don't want to make fun of this guy's name because he's so good. I'm not making fun of it. I say that out of respect. Right? He's Montos, the Fresh Art Maker. How about that?
I mean, he is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Or they are anyway.
Exactly. Letters from Dave Sharp and a cover from Montos and Matt Herms. So, picking up where we left off, John has a ring again, complete with a fancy new suit, which has some very similar styles from his previous suit, but combining it with the new United Planets Lantern Corps suit with some new aesthetics. It looks really freaking cool. I like it. And he's just getting used to this ring again. Flying off into just outside Earth orbit, looking at the planet from outside, and getting used to the ring. Also, excuse me, looking at the ring's memories of Varen, who was the previous owner of the ring, realized that there's still a psychic connection that the ring has. It imprints on everywhere it had before. So he gets that imprint of what Varen's last effects were, last moments were before the ring was lost connection with him. And John sees all the death and destruction caused by the Radiant Dead, and realizes hopefully it's not too late. They have to get to work now. So back at Steelworks, he meets up with Shepard as well as Steel and Steel, John Henry and Natasha Irons, where they say their goodbyes, despite the fact that John Henry is saying that we can help. He says, no, if I lose, someone needs to be able to pick up the slack, which, is the typical hero goodbye. If I die, it's your turn. And thanks him again for taking care of his mama, but then Natasha lets slip that his mom is awake. So he goes to see his mom, who is just not doing well. The Alzheimer's and dementia is taking its toll. She doesn't even recognize John at first, thinking it might be her late husband, John's father. Doesn't realize Ellie is gone. And John just not taking it well, which I really don't blame him. It was really hard to read. Uses his new ring to construct construct of Ellie, to basically run by itself and go in and just be with his mama, while he goes off to the Amazon rainforest with Shepard to see what they could do to save the world. They find a village which is basically burned to shreds, and there's nothing but graves left. They head off into the rainforest to find out what they can. That's when John starts to get a sense of Varen showing up, but it's not Varen. Instead, it's a whole bunch of other lanterns from the United Planets Lantern Corps breaking quarantine because they know that this was Varen's last location and they were all Varen's friends. They find out that John is wearing Varen's ring, but before John can explain what's going on, the Radiant Dead attacks, begins to kill them all. Varen shows up, as well as the Revenant Queen, and begins to just level the playing field against them. As she then threatens Jon Stewart, "You never saw the light devouring your very world. It's too late to save it." So Montos, hell yeah, that art looks so fucking good.
Dude,
As you can see on the cover, it looks so fucking good. His use
so good
of purple light here is just fantastic.
and really good at it.
Yeah. It's the art is just where's Montos been all my life? This man needs to have been drawing Green Lantern forever. Like, god damn.
Or at least
Um,
anything at DC at this point.
yeah. I mentioned John's suit. You can see it there up on our screen right now. It is fan freaking tastic. I like it. You can also see on the cover for DC Power 2024 John's previous suit, which was also nice, but I gotta say I like John's current suit better.
Yep, me too.
The aesthetic with the black lines through the green is actually really nice, and the slight shade of green on the logo. I've always liked that logo better than the white and green. I like the black and green.
Yeah, that looks really good.
That's nicer. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, so the story was it's heavy again. And every issue they're having a moment with John and his mom, and it's just hard to read. It's
Is
so
it getting to
heavy.
you?
Well, I had two grandparents go through that, and another one that's starting to go through it. So I am no stranger to Alzheimer's and dementia. It's never easy. It really isn't to watch your loved ones, your parental figures, just lose their mind like that. It's heart wrenching.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, every time I read it, like it brings up old memories. It's fucking heavy stuff, but it's good. That's the thing. Like Philip Kennedy Johnson gets it. And makes me feel like he's also had family go through that too, or know someone that's gone through it, because he's got this right on. But enough of the sad stuff. The action packed stuff is also really good. We got the confirmation in issue this time, not just in interview, from Philip Kennedy Johnson, that the symbol that the Revenant Dead have co-opted is in fact a Dark Star symbol.
Mm-hmm.
So I fucking called that in issue 1. I just want
Yes, you did.
I just want to point that out right now. Everybody thought it was Star Sapphire. Nah. I was right.
Nada.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited that we're finally getting close to I want to say it's the Grand Showdown, and that we're also seeing more of the United Planets Lantern Corps. I'm very curious. I really want to see how it's operating right now. What disaster are they in currently? It remains to be seen. Like there's the thing, we're getting teases of it in Jeremy Adams' run of Green Lantern, but we're actually seeing the lanterns of Philip Kennedy Johnson's run. So it's half and half. Like it's very interesting stuff what we're getting right now. But this issue, between the art and the story, all beautiful. 9.25 out of 10.
And geez, honestly, I don't even really know what else to say. I tell you what, the story's got me hook, line, and sinker, and the art is just fucking beautiful. I'm so sold that I could pre-order this shit. I I really enjoyed the art. I really enjoyed the story. These two make a hell of a team. All of that and everything Rob said, man. 8.75 out of 10.
Hell yes.
It deserves it, my man. It deserves it.
Yeah. All right, so that will bring us to fuck, I just thought of a transition. Catwoman number 61. I was gonna say you could say reading that book. It's like fuck, I lost it. Like a steal or something, like stealing your joy, or I don't know.
I don't know, but we're going to stop talking about transitions and head our way over to
Yeah.
Catwoman, Right Meow, written
Ah!
by Teeny Howard with art from Stefano Raphael, colors by Veronica Gandini, letters by Lucas Gattoni, and a cover by David Nakayama.
One
The
day
book
I'll be good at
starts
this.
out. The book starts out with us seeing Eco and Tomcat talking on comms while Eco disciplines some of her guys as a Catwoman. Disciplines some of her guys in the guise of Catwoman. Jeez. So that things can run a little smoother in her, organization without getting her hands dirty.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the rest of the book is about Selena and her 9 lives. Well, not 9 anymore. She started the issue off with 6 left. But it's about Selena and taking advantage of her newfound Extra Lives cheat code and visiting Markovia after a nuclear meltdown. There you go.
Right.
So she does it because the byproduct of a meltdown is a black glass called corium. It's so radioactive that it melts itself. It's worth loads, and obviously because of how radioactive it is, it's unstealable.
Yeah.
Well, she pulls off the theft, but can't say she does it safely. She's basically melting. She collapses into the snow after she pulls it off, just in time for Clark Kent to show up. He said he heard that she was in pain. He said he could hear that she was in pain. So he came to check on her. With the immortality deal all explained away, Superman sits with her as she dies. And that's the book, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Now that's a good story, and wow, now that's a damn good ending. It felt a little 30 Days of Nightish, if anybody out there knows what I mean by that, but that's okay with me in like every way. I can help. I can't help but wonder what Selena's going to be up to next, or if these adventures will stop before she runs out of lives.
Yeah.
The art is great all over, except I'm not a big fan of a Superman, but other than that, it's great everywhere, and it's a super solid book. 8 out of 10 from me.
Yeah, it was. I read this one today. It's one of my more recent reads for this week, and it was also kind of heavy, just like in
Yeah.
a way. Yeah, with just Selena, the inner monologue of her like talking about how the radiation poisoning is getting to her, and how her body's getting weak, and I don't want to die here. I can't die like this. My lives are going to be spent running away from this. This was a time idea. I was like, oh my god. I was just, oh my god, it was really fucking good. A few different, realistically, like if you're thinking of Silver Age comics, I would had the different parts in it in one story, 2, 3, or 4 parts. This one also kind of had 3 parts as well. Part 1 you could say is the intro, where you see Aiko and Tommaso. What the fuck is his name? Dario, thank you. I was gonna say Tommaso Ciampa, but no. With that and Selena calling them, and then you get Selena stealing the thing, and then Selena getting rescued by Superman in part 3. We are what? Yeah, I don't like them.
What? Oh yeah, that's right. You don't like them. I fucking love them.
I don't like DIY.
I've always liked Johnny Gargano, and ever since seeing Ciampa, I'm a fan of his too. And Gargano's just great. He's so good in the ring.
I do like Gargano. Ciampa, I'm not sold on.
Oh, he's
Them as a
highly
tag team is
talented, too.
okay, but like,
Yeah.
I don't like their song. I don't like their theme
We
song.
yeah, they're a little they're a little happy, but not New Day kind of happy.
Yeah, but New Day Happy is fantastic.
New Day happy will be fantastic once again when
Big E
they
return.
bring back Bootios.
Bootios. Have you seen a New Day intro with Big E? Because he does a whole thing on the mic before the music starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. People, don't you dare be sour. Yeah. Right, where was I? Yeah, so the third part would be her being rescued by Superman and just Superman sitting with her while she dies. It's like, oh my god, it's fucking heart-wrenching
Right.
as well. So
Right.
but so
Damn,
good.
this is rough, man.
Yeah, you gotta wonder though. Like you see these other heists so far that Selena's taking on that are too dangerous, and like, yeah, planning a heist to steal radioactive uh, like materials, yeah, that's deadly. But you gotta wonder why. Like the other things will have value, and obviously this would have value. But what is the point of stealing this? I know she says like she could steal it for the challenge, and so she can give it to a good person, so they can dispose of it, and then tell the Justice League to come and dispose of the rest. What was the fucking point? I don't get this.
She's got lives to burn, so she wants to
But
do all the things that she couldn't do before.
I get that plot, but why steal this piece of radioactive rock? What was the point
Because
of
it's the
that?
one thing that's completely unstealable.
I guess, and she stole it.
And
So.
she stole it.
Best cat burglar ever? I think so.
Best cat burglar ever.
Yes. But also more teases as to what the fuck is
I
going on with
can't
this new
even.
ability. You can't even. Yeah. But we get more teases as to what's going on with this new ability she has. And it does look Egyptian, if I'm not mistaken, in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
See.
curious. We shall see for sure. I dug it. The art was really good. The story is awesome, and those covers from David Nakayama, fucking fantastic. This was getting an 8.75 out of 10.
And why wouldn't it?
Exactly. Why wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't it?
And that will bring us to Silly Rob didn't get it ready. Nightwing, number 110. Nightwing. Speaking of covers I love.
Oh man.
I fucking love this cover. I when
You know
we first
what?
saw it, you didn't love it.
What?
When we first saw it a couple of months ago, you didn't love it, and I don't remember why.
Because Robin looks like a cat.
But now we know why. Like he does look like a cat for a reason. That's because in the story he's a cat.
If the story wasn't so good, I would have issues with Robin's character, with some of Robin's character
In this issue?
in this issue.
Oh shit. I thought it was pretty spot on.
No, well, I mean, I don't want to like the one thing, and I don't want to say that until you get to it.
All right, yeah. Well, I think I might know where you're going to this, but we'll get there. So we're going to start off. This is written by Tom Taylor with art from Semi Basri, inks and finishes from Vicente Cifuentes from pages 4 to 30, colors from Adriano Lucas, and letters from Wes Abbott, and as always, the wonderful cover from Bruno Redondo, which you're seeing it on our screen right now. If you follow memes, you know why I love this cover. It is fucking brilliant. I imagine Redondo drew this either on a dare or just thinking this is going to be hilarious or just a joke, sent it to Tom Taylor, said, look what I did. And Tom was like, I fucking love it. Let's make this the cover. I'm convinced that's what happened because there's no way that this was planned. And if it was, like, y'all are bloody geniuses. I don't care. I love it. All right, so we open up on Arkham Tower on day 1 of
No,
Beast
no, no,
World.
no, no. Before, one thing I do want to mention before we get into covering Nightwing is that last week I made a very loud, assertive, and very fact-based argument, logical argument that Gail Simone agreed with me about,
Oh yes,
putting her into Tom Taylor's book. And as it
specifically
turns out,
Beast World
that
number
one
4.
took a lot of inference in order to make, just knowing these little facts about Gale in order to say, hey, that's Gale the bear. But as it turns out, no, not quite so much.
Yeah.
Or both of them are. Let's be honest, Tom, they both were. But
Well, that's and I meant to look it up, but if I remember, Tom's tweet about it when you sent it, and I'm trying to see if I can find it now. I think it was in the comics chat. You sent it.
where he said that that's not her. Stay tuned for Nightwing. That one.
No, it doesn't say that.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
no, it says Titans Beast World number 4 is out now, and Gail says, I better not be in this. And then Tom says, not everything is about you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then you brought up your facts. And Gail was like, logic. So I thought Tom said she's not in this book.
He did later on.
He did?
Not
Okay.
in that chain, but yeah.
Oh,
later
okay. So he
on.
did say, okay, Gail's not in this book. But okay.
Yeah,
So
he said that separately from that chain with Gail and me. That's
okay. Gotcha. So I didn't imagine that. Yeah. And well, let's face it, he was not lying. Right, so Arkham Tower, day 1 of Beast World. The doctors and orderlies are bringing in a patient named Apex Ava, a woman who has spent a good chunk of her adult life hunting creatures all over the world, and she got a tattoo for each dangerous creature she hunted and killed. And
instantly find her more interesting than Craven. Boom.
yep. Yeah, I can say that too. Potentially she ate these creatures too.
Looks like it.
Yeah. I mean, as we see in the next couple of pages, she was.
Oh, so that means she's better than Craven too, because she doesn't do it for sport.
No, she does it for fun.
she eats it, so she's a hunter.
Exactly.
She's a real hunter.
Yeah.
Not a sport hunter.
Yeah. So she was brought here because she's basically put herself into a comatose state, where she just doesn't speak, doesn't move, doesn't do anything. After she was bitten by a monkey while hunting in Lamumba, and it passed on an ultra rare disease known as Sakutia. If that sounds familiar to anybody, that's because Sakutia is native to Lamumba, as far as we know, and it was the origin of one Garfield Logan, aka Beast Boy. He was also infected with Sakutia while his parents were researching things in Lamumba. He was infected, and they ran some experiments to basically infect him with some isotopes that turn him green and make him turn into beasts, hence Beast Boy.
Yep.
Yeah, so Apex Ava also has this disease, also from Lamumba, and as that happens, the doctor closes the door, and in pops a Garospore. So she pulls a rod off the wheel of the wheelchair, one of the spokes, and stabs it right away, and says, "I've never killed one of you before," and then proceeds to eat it. Because, as we said, she probably eats these things, and that's when her eyes turn green and she begins to change. The orderly comes back in to find out what the screaming was, and hears a hiss, and we see him potentially die. 3 days later, Superman and Superman are in Metropolis, Supermaning about, heat visioning all sorts of gyrospores, trying to prevent invasion in Metropolis. Which I got some questions about Beast World. So the gyrospores are just attacking. It's been 3 days. Have they not slept?
No.
They've just been heat visioning gyrospores for 3 fucking days.
Yes.
That's wild. Also, the world
there's
just keeps
Superman and Clark.
the world just keeps fucking
Ooh,
going. People
that
are
should
going
be
to
the
work.
next TV show.
Superman and Clark.
Superman and Clark.
I like it.
It's John as young adult Superman, and
Superman,
Clark as
Superman and Clark: The New Adventures of Lois.
yes.
That would really stick up the bonnet of that jackass who played him in the 90s. I don't remember his fucking name. Dean Cain.
Dean Cain. Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking douchebag.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a Superman show based off your Superman show that's about the woman. Deal with it.
That motherfucker looks like he's never let out a fart in his entire life. Oh, he's just like ready to burst.
Yeah. Plus, one of the main characters will be a bisexual Superman. Fucking deal with it. Deal with it. Yeah. So, speaking of bisexual Superman, so John and Clark are doing what they can to protect Metropolis. That's when John gets a call from Dick, turns to his dad and says, "I have to go. Damian is missing." So he meets Dick in Gotham, goes up to Damian's last known whereabouts, cannot hear a heartbeat, but they go asking for information. Which, now that I think about it, this is where I don't know where they got this info. They went to the Iceberg Lounge.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they go to the Iceberg Lounge?
To get info.
But why did they think that the Iceberg Lounge has info?
Because the Iceberg Lounge is a haven for all criminals in Gotham. And information, it's a brokering place for information and the like.
I guess. I guess. It just, I don't know. I guess. Okay. It's not the point. I was just reading. I was enamored with the book. I didn't even realize that. I was just thinking now, like, wait, why the fuck did they go there? But yeah, so
it makes the sense.
They go to the Iceberg Lounge to ask some questions to the young Cobblepots. Dick first tries to step in, but the guards are like, "Nope, we're not letting you in." And then, look, we can do this the hard way, or we can do the easy way, or the equally easy way that makes you feel weak and ineffectual. And in the next panel, we see John just walking in with all 6 bodyguards trying to pull him away, and he's just walking in, which that was quite good. So Dick asks the questions about beast people that have gone missing. Do you know anything about it? And before they can even begin to answer, John uses his X-ray vision and finds out they both know about it because they were about to lie. And as they reveal, in the former Gotham Blades hockey arena, which was sunken during a cataclysm, half a mile under Gotham, is none other than the Pits, a place for people to bet money on beast people fighting each other potentially to the death. And our first competition that we see is Gale the Slayer, a person turned into a grizzly bear. Hello, Gail Simone.
Gale the Bear.
Gale
I fucking love
bear.
this. I love this so much. It gets a 14 out of 10.
See, Tom Taylor was not lying. She was not in Beast World number 4. And that's because she was in Nightwing 110.
Hey, we're in DC where the multiverses everywhere, man. Both of them were Gale.
But they're both on the same planet.
You mean like Power Girl and Supergirl?
Yeah, but one was Giganta. One's just like a newspaper writer.
And?
It's not like there's newspaper writers and multiverse version of Giganta that showed up on another planet somehow and decided, yeah, I'm just gonna write for the paper.
You don't know. You don't know.
I think she was.
There's homicidal versions of Lois.
Oh, she was a hairdresser.
Powers.
She was a hairdresser. My bad.
Yeah, like Gail Simone.
Like, yes.
But
yeah.
Gail Simone started out doing hair.
Oh, I
But
didn't know that.
yeah. But
Of course.
I'm saying both characters different, whatever, but they were both Gale. There was way too many
Okay, so the first one there was
clues.
hints, but this
Yes,
one super fucking
flat out
obvious.
says it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
So
Gale.
like, if we had to go with like hard proof, then yeah,
Yeah.
regardless, this one is definitely Gale.
Gail Simone is a bear. I love it.
I love it.
It's so fucking good. Not even the first time he's had Gale as a bear in Nightwing, I think.
Or anything else.
Yeah. All right.
Whenever he can work it in, it's happening.
It's happening, yeah. Right, so Gale the Slayer's next opponent is none other than Mr. Mittens, which is Robin turned into a cat, as we saw in the backup last issue of Nightwing. So everybody's beginning to bet on Gale the Slayer for winning. Dick is in the crowd incognito, and John is watching from above using microscopic and X-ray vision. They're both concerned for Damien's life because Gale the Slayer is a big ass grizzly bear and Damien's a little kitty cat. Yep. And begins Damien's just getting his ass whooped, but that's when Apex Ava, now with green skin, appears behind him and says, "You can fight now, Mr. Mittens." And Robin proceeds to just slash the crap out of Gale the Slayer. As he's about to give the final blow, John and Nightwing are convinced they need to step in because he would never forgive himself if he actually killed this person. Both stopping his hand at the same time. And this is when the Garo Spore pops out of Gale. Nightwing zaps it with his Eskrima stick. John grabs them both and they fly on out of there. And what I will tell you right now is my favorite moment of the week. John is just holding Damien there as Damien tries to scratch at him. John asks Dick, "Why do you think the spore hasn't left him to try to infect me?" And as you can see here, Damien or Dick says, I imagine that the spores tap into the learned abilities of the people they infect and use some of their minds to take in outside information. So if Damien thinks that he's probably more powerful than Superman, then the spore would not leave just yet. And that's pretty much what happened. He thinks he's more powerful than Superman, so the spore didn't leave right away until couldn't reach Superman, so the spore leaves, and then John disintegrates it with heat vision. Damien's now back. He's in dire straits, but realizes he needs to help more beast people. They need to save all the people that are in the cages, in the pits. So the trio make a plan. John and Damien go in through the only entrance exit to the arena, which is a sewer pipe, which after they enter, they then explode. And as I said on Discord earlier, cool guys don't look at explosions, and that's the only way out. Everybody's stuck inside. So the dynamic duo, the real dynamic duo, if you will, take on Apex Ava, all the beasts and all the goons that are in the place by themselves. But as Dick gets the perfect transition, the perfect cue to then say to John, "Go for it," he lifts the arena out of the sky and drops it off at the police station. Apex Ava turns into a bird that she has tattooed on her sternum and then flies off. So she's free, but everybody else inside is now locked up in Gotham Prison. My issue is still loading. I'm stuck on that page right now. But that is when
I popped that picture up there on the screen. Holy shit! My wife just walked in and scared the crap out of me.
Hi, Holly.
I brought that up there on the screen to show that not only was she infected, like even her hair versus her skin shade of green is exactly like Gar's. And
Yeah.
now look at the way that her animal transformation is drawn.
It's so
That
good.
is just like Gar's as well.
Yeah.
You know, there's all kinds of different ways that they could have gone about animating an animal, but that looks like Beast Boys kind of animals.
Exactly. I mean, she's. Okay, I'm almost on the issue. I'll get to that after.
Yeah.
So all the people are in prison. the trio now. Um, I just realized it's like a Superman, Batman, and it's a world's finest scenario all over again. Superman, a Batman, and a Robin.
Yep.
Together. That's awesome. Now the trio now take it easy. Damien then asks, "Did I hurt anybody when I was changed?" As John and Dick then reassure him,
Don't worry about it.
You were not in your right. Forget about it. Yeah, you were not in your right mind. It's not your fault if anything happened. We're not gonna fucking tell you because
You were going
you will
crazy
just
over
like
here.
be out of your own head about it. Now let's go get you some medical attention because you're going to collapse. And that's where the issue ends. Quite a good story. But so Apex Ava, very much like
Better than Craven.
100%. I don't remember where I heard it, but I heard prior to Dawn of DC the name Beast Girl, or prior to Beast World, the term the name Beast Girl was being floated around, and Apex Ava definitely seems like she's going to be Beast Girl.
Isn't Beast Girl that character in Doom Patrol? The little blue,
right?
The little purple one.
That's where I know Beast Girl from.
Yep.
Well, shit. Because Apex Ava is like, okay, no, this is Beast. If Garfield was Beast Boy, then Apex Ava is Beast Girl.
Or
Just
or
makes sense.
Apex Ava,
Or
whatever.
Apex Ava is fine.
Definitely Beast Boy's counterpart.
Yes, but origin's pretty much the same, except the science experiment that Guard got, Apex Ava didn't get that, but she got it indirectly through Gar, where the science experiment flowing through his body, I don't know if it was chemicals or radiation or what, that transformed the Sakutia virus into whatever gave him the ability to turn into animals, transformed the Sakutia virus in Apex Ava as well after she ate the Garo spore. So it makes sense that she would get the same powers as Gar. Brilliant. I like it. An adversary for Garfield if he's still alive. We just don't know.
First his mind was separated from his body and maybe sent someplace else. And then a gigantic body-sized hole was blasted through his body. So
yeah,
wherever Beast Boy is at right now, it's not good. And I mean, I don't know. I can't see how they could bring him back after what has happened.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say he's been put through the fucking ringer the past couple of years.
Yeah, he really has.
His body was fused to Cyborg. His eye was shot up by Deathstroke and nearly killed. And now he saves the planet, but then has his mind taken away by Dr. Hate. Also Deathstroke. And then gets just killed thanks to Amanda Waller because she orchestrated all this and says we need to kill him. He never even got a chance to say goodbye to anybody. He saved the planet and then was murdered for it.
Oh, wow. So messed up, isn't it?
So fuck Amanda Waller, basically.
Fuck Amanda Waller, basically.
Basically.
Fuck Amanda Waller and everybody like her.
I would say fuck Tom Taylor, but for writing it, but it's a Tom Taylor book. You should have expected someone to die.
Emotions are going to happen.
Exactly. Right. As for Nightwing, this was fun. This was full of emotion. Had some fun moments. Had Gale the bear.
Hell yeah, it did.
It was really good. The interior art was really good. The cover was fantastic. This week is so good. This is also getting a 9.25 out of 10 from me.
Right on.
Yeah, I like Apex Ava too. Like, I'm sold on this entire thing.
I'm assuming that we're gonna see Apex Ava sooner rather than later.
Hopefully sooner than it took Heartless.
She's she's very very close to Beast Boy, just basically Beast Boy with super cool tattoos.
Yep.
I dug every part of this. The art is, I don't know, it's I don't want to say like less refined, but it was like almost there to where I want to see comic book art look like, but not quite. Um but the story continues to be good. I gave it a 7.75 out of 10.
All right on. Now that you know the story, now you didn't tell me what your problem with John
Well,
is.
one, Robin
Not
being turned into a
not
cat,
Damien. Yeah. Wait,
and
what's wrong with
two,
that?
his fucking, well, that's kind of odd. Everybody else's name made sense, and then Damien gets turned into this little cat,
Batman was
and
turned into a wolf.
yeah, that makes sense.
Nightwing was turned into a fox. Gigantic was turned into a bear.
Gigantic. Bears are gigantic. Nightwing
None
was
of it.
turned into a fox because Nightwing is a fox. You didn't pick that up?
Yes, I picked that up, but he could have turned into a bird.
No, he
Pa-
couldn't have.
Page was
Robin
turned.
could have turned into a bird.
Page turned into a fucking phoenix.
Uh-huh.
They don't even
Because
exist.
she's reborn. Everything makes sense except for his.
He
And
feels
on
on the
top of it, not
inside
only did he turn
he's
into a
small.
little kitty,
He's a little
but
kitten on the inside.
his name he went by Mr. Mittens.
He didn't choose that name. That was his in-ring name chosen by the performers.
But that's not cool, man. Mr. Mittens. Oh man,
I know.
poor D.
Yeah. It's available.
That is it for the week, my man.
That it is. Like, holy shit. Yeah. I think we sped through that. I'm gonna be honest.
That's okay. It's easy to wrap things up shortly when there's no reason to drag them out.
Exactly.
I think
So
we
with
hit
that being
everything.
said, yeah, we'll jump into our holy fuck.
We'll jump into our what?
All right, I'm trying to order Green Lantern #8, the Kyle Rayner cover.
And then we went
the,
into some
the
kind of an orgy at church. That's odd, dude.
wow, yeah. Oh, holy fuck, I get it. Oh, holy fuck. No, top 3 and favorite moment if you had one.
Oh, I'm gonna give number 3 to Jay Garrick. Number 2 is going to War Journal, and number 1 is going to Titans. Titans haven't been talked about yet. It's in the bonus show. You're going to have to stay tuned to find out why.
Yep.
I got 3 favorite moments. So I don't want to steal one of yours. Ultimately, Gale the Slayer, the Killer Bear is going to be one. A cheap one in Jay Garrick, the last panel, the minigun fire sound effect was booda 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 booda, and I don't know why, but that made me giggle. I have no valid explanation as to why.
Because of that classic booty 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 rocket.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. But I think I'll give it to in Catwoman, where Tom Cat is talking to Eco on the radio, and he calls Selena Mama Cat, and Eco's like, "I wish you wouldn't call her that."
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
That was good. I really like the Cat family. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
So that's where I stand.
As for me, fuck, fuck, my top 3. I don't even know what to put at number 3, to be honest with you.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Uh, pick the third one you like the most.
Yeah, no. Thanks, tips. Fuck, man. No, they're all so good. Number 3 is going to be fuck. I don't remember the scores I gave. Catwoman. Yeah, Catwoman number 61, number 3, was just phenomenal. Green Lantern War Journal number 5 will be number 2, and at number 1, I got to give to Nightwing number 110. Just easily I wrote all of the schedule down before I fucking even read a book, so this is complete coincidence that pretty much the best books for me are all on main, and bonus is left for what's left.
Yeah, for what's left.
Yeah, not to say that, like, I'll be honest with spoiler alert, I enjoyed pretty much the bonus show too, but the main show books were just phenomenal. Easily my favorite of the week. Favorite moment for me, I already kind of buried the lead on that, but I got to give 2 to Nightwing, and I said 1 is going to be John holding Damien at bay. Yeah, but also John, Mr. Mittens, yeah. Also, Dick and Damien walking into the arena, blowing up the only exit and entrance out of there, and just looking fucking cool doing it. Like, that's I liked both of those equally, so I can't really choose between the 2. But that's my favorite.
Really 90s action flick entrance, bro.
Yeah, cool guys don't do explosions. Yeah. All right, so that's our show.
Yep.
Fuck, dude. Why
That's
is
what we've been telling
pre-ordering
ourselves
a single
anyway.
issue got to be so bloody expensive? I'm just trying to pre-order a single issue, and shipping is always fucking expensive. Why?
Blame Canada.
But this is in Canada.
Tactics.
It's in. I'm ordering from Canadian websites.
I have no idea, bro.
It's really fucking annoying. Like, goddamn. Of course, the one that's local doesn't even have it available. It's fucking annoying. Anyway, I might just have to pay $20 for this.
Might just have to.
Ugh. Yeah.
What's it for?
What? Huh?
What's it for?
What do you mean? What's it for?
What what are you pre-ordering?
The Doc Shaner, Kyle Rayner cover for Green Lantern number 8.
Man, motherfucker, you better be bringing enough for the whole class.
Buddy, it's 25 Canadian just for 1. You want me to buy 3?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Or no gum for you.
No gum. I got my own gum.
I got my own gum.
Fuck your gum.
Leave my gum at home.
Man, fuck your couch. Right. So
Robbie's building a dildo.
Can I be honest with you?
What?
You're about to hate me.
Oh no.
I've always heard the line "fuck your couch." I have no idea what it's from.
Fuck your couch? Oh, I have no idea actually.
Oh, then why did you say something about building a dildo? I thought maybe that was another.
Oh, being a dildo. No.
I thought you said building a dildo.
Oh, it's from Dave Chappelle as Rick James.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
Yep.
Interesting. I'm Rick James, bitch. Yeah. Chappelle show back in the day. That was some fun stuff.
It was.
Yeah. Right. So that's our show. I think we'll call it here.
Think we'll call it here.
Yep. We'll head off for the evening. Thanks for joining us. It's been a blast talking about books as always. We'll be back next week
As always.
to talk about more DC releases. Heading
Same
into
geek time,
the
same geek channel.
final 2 issues of Beast World.
Whoop, whoop.
It's finishing off this month. Like, it's wild. We're getting 3 issues of Beast World just in January. They're rushing shit out. So yeah,
No reason to drag.
as Josh said, same geek time, same geek channel. Stay tuned. We'll be around.
We will indeed.
Never too far. So in Geek Matrix, you were not alone. In the Geek Matrix, everybody has a home. I think I got that backwards.
It
But
don't matter.
I got the
Just,
gist. Got the point across.
Yep. Visit the website, join the Discord, buy us a coffee, and
I do like
be
coffee.
with nerds just like you, or a nerd like you and an asshole like me. All right, you guys have a good one.
I'm an asshole.
You've been a soul. A soul.